Hi, this is Peter Godinez, your ambassador with K80Y TV with Good Morning Oxnard. And speaking of Oxnard, we are at Oxnard High School, and we were actually just surrounded by young students just a few minutes ago. But we have the good pleasure of having the master leader, Eric Riegert, who is the principal of Oxnard High School. And I tell you, I'm excited. I may just have to calm down here a little bit. So
yeah, I'm kind of excited too.
I was trying to figure out how much this was going to cost me, and you told me, and I can't afford you actually, yeah. So I'm going to do a good job. But Eric, thanks so much for being on our show.
Pleasure. Thanks for having me.
You do so many things, and such an important organization here in the county. But tell us a little just about yourself.
Okay.
You told us a little about yourself in college, but where you're born and all that. Give us a little clue.
Wow,
there.
I was born in Connecticut, in the country, and my dad was a DJ down about 30 miles away in New London. And when I was about 14, we moved to California. Went to Paso Robles High, and then from there Fresno City. Then from there Cal Lutheran, got a scholarship for football there, and then got my doctorate at Cal Lutheran about 3 years ago. I've been at Oxnard for five years, and I've been a principal for 10 years. I was principal at Palmdale High and at Eastside High in Lancaster. This is my 10th year of being a principal.
Double digits now,
yeah.
double digits.
Yeah.
Now, I know you said you're a competitive person, but now I know, being raised in Paso Robles, a lot of fine athletes come out of there. Fresno's off the charts, and then Cal Lutheran, and of course, you played football over at Cal Lutheran, so how was your success there?
I started at center my 2 year. I was brought in as a starting center, so I started for 2 years. We were in the Western Football Conference, and we were around a 500 team, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the experience, and we played good competition. We had an All-American quarterback and a great coach who's in the Small Coaches Hall of Fame, so Coach Chow. And so, no, it was a great experience. I learned a lot of the things from playing football that I use now as a principal. Like we were talking about earlier, just wanting to be the best at everything I do and wanting my school to be the best. I think we have the best school in Ventura County, and I can prove it. I can show the data,
the numbers show it.
I think a lot of people say it, but they can't prove it.
No,
and I can.
It's a lot of talk.
It is.
It is. So how did you get into education? Did you start off as a teacher? Is that classified information?
No. I was a senior at Cal Lutheran, and I loved football and I loved history, so I became a history teacher and I coached football. So I just went with what I loved, and then one day somebody said, "You want to be a dean?" And I said, "Yes, maybe someday." And next thing I know, I get a radio, and I'm out of my classroom the next day. So that was back in '96. So I've been an administrator since 1996 and a principal since 2006.
Wow! So it was kind of an accelerated career. Your life was fast.
Yeah, I was. I think I was 31 when I became an administrator.
Really?
So, yeah, I'm 50 now. I'm starting to feel it. I tell you.
I still hear you can put that helmet on and clean some clocks.
I would love to, but I'd probably hurt myself more than anybody else now.
That's true. I'm a 2 ibuprofen kind of guy.
Exactly,
go out and Waking Warrior and then pay for it.
Yeah, maybe 5 ibuprofen. So.
Well, tell us just what your vision is for this high school, Oxnard High School. You have so many things surround you with a very, I want to say, influential, powerful, going to change the future superintendent, Gabe Salmakian.
Yeah.
I mean, how does that kind of affect your vision as to what you have here? You have a diversity of students here who I think when they rise to the occasion, our culture is going to change.
Well, the thing I believe in personally, and the thing that I make sure that every decision is based on, and it's even written into our school's mission and vision, is forwarding the ideals of educational and social justice in our schools. Just because a kid is born poor or maybe has some disabilities or from another country or whatever, it doesn't matter. They deserve the very, very best education we can provide so that they can reach their potential, and that's social justice. And what that does is that gets rid of the glass ceiling. It makes sure that every student is given every opportunity to get things they need to become when they graduate, so they can go either get a job or go to college right away. And so that's my goal. And so we work really hard with our special ed students. We work super hard with our migrant population to make sure that they feel empowered and that they have a voice. And I think our teachers believe it. Our teachers do great things every day. But I think we've really all come together around that banner of educational and social justice, which is nice. That's in my dissertation. Again, that's something I really believe in. And that didn't come out of nowhere. That came from my experience in prior principalships, that you have to strive for that and fight for that every single day. And if you're not making decisions based on that, you might be making the wrong decisions. So that's what I try to do, is if everything I do, I say, if I can look in the mirror and say I did that for the right reasons, the reasons that I believe in, then I'm good.
You're good to go.
Yeah.
You know, it's obviously, you know, you produce some of the best athletic programs, teams here, and I just had a chance to interview Weaver, Mr. Weaver, and that's a special program. You know, again, congratulations on being the test pilot for the media thing that we're doing with KADY TV. But are there other programs you want to talk about that you're really proud of within this organization? Please.
Yeah, we yesterday we had an AVID showcase. We're a national demonstration school for the AVID program. We have 15 sections, about 500 kids in the program. We also, it's a tutoring program, so we also get those tutors into our EL classes, English learner classes, and our special ed classes. So AVID affects about 1,000 students here. And again, I really think we have probably the best AVID program in the state. I'm a member of the AVID Principals California Collaborative, which is a think tank for AVID, and I'm also a professional developer for AVID. So I have a lot of experience, and we have a great staff here that really provides AVID strategy school-wide. And so that's a program that's designed to make sure, again, that kids can reach their potential and that you close that achievement gap. And that's what we're doing here. We can prove we're doing that, and that's working. We also have some small learning academies here through NAF, which is something that Dr. Smokin and the board brought in. We have a great group, a great board, very supportive, and a very smart superintendent. So he was able to bring in NAF, and so we have green technology, we have law, we have business, and then we're starting an aerospace academy.
You know, that's a lot, and I'm sure there's other things you're going to go, oh, but the last question I want to ask you is, tell our audience what type of encouragement, support, what do you need from the community? Let's just get it out to them right now.
Well, what I want to see our community do is stop sending your kids to private schools. We can do everything here that you can get at a private school. Don't take your kids out of the community to Westlake or places like that. You need to keep your kids in the Oxnard Union High School District, because we do a great job at all of our schools, and our kids should stay here and not leave the area.
And you have the stats to prove it, right?
We have the stats to prove it.
Well, thank you so much again from me, from Bob Allen, but with the KADY TV crew here. But you're going to be a pilot to where historically it all started here at Oxnard High School. So thank you, Principal Riegert, if I may call you.
Yes, thank you.
So this is Peter Godinez, your ambassador with KADY TV, with Principal Riegert at Oxnard High School.